Well, the BBC are at it again, pushing their propaganda as much as they can push their propaganda. Now, this is where I've got the BBC hung, drawn and quartered. Hung, drawn and quartered. So, we all know... I don't know what you're laughing at.
You should press play on the TV.
I know, copyrighted music, kid. Copyrighted music. Right, let me do my video. Look, it keeps on playing it, little shit. Anyway, right, let's get into the video. So, Michael Barrymore. TikTok videos prompt concern over filming on smart glasses. So there we go, there's the article. BBC News. Oh, wait until you hear what these have said. Wait until you hear what they've said. So...
I only got half of the story, guys.
She's only got half of it and I just started roaring. Mind the hair, I'm a bit sweaty today. It's one of the hottest days of the year when this is being recorded anyway. Retail staff are being filmed by members of the public without their knowledge or consent is an increasing problem, a shop workers union has said. Well, we all know unions, very left-wing politic believers. Anyways, so it goes on to say, it comes after a sales assistant told the BBC, so in other words, somebody that loves the BBC and loves paedophiles like Jimmy Savile, if you go run into BBC for it. Anyways, just stitching a clip of me harassing BBC workers. Paying Jimmy Savile right there. He's one of your own. Jimmy Savile, he's one of your own. Yeah. He's one of your own. Anyway, so a sales assistant told the BBC he had appeared in a video uploaded to TikTok and YouTube by former TV presenter Michael Barrymore without being asked for his permission. UK law states anywhere that is a public place, you do not need anybody's permission to film. Nowhere that's a public place do you need permission to film. End of. So it's so that is already. See you later, BBC. Wankers. Barrymore often films videos including trips to the shops and interactions with public via a small built-in camera on his glasses and uploads them to several million followers across the platforms. So, yeah, he's using these smart glasses to record these interactions and just his life and the way he goes about things. Bearing in mind, he eats a lot of edibles as well. I've seen the videos. He eats like 3 gummies and then goes shopping. So it's quite funny the way he does it. Although Barrymore's exchange with the staff members are good-natured, Jane Alport from the union, left wing, said others filmed encounters with public and have had shop workers can get heated and are really concerning. In other words, people that do record like marches and stuff like DP audits, for instance, you went to a coffee shop and got denied service. Here's the clip.
Why? So because what, for asking for a coffee?
No, because you're bringing a protest.
So a protest
Yeah.
on one side of opinions, which I'm not part of, I'm just filming by the way. Right, yeah, because it's content, I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed in.
No, because I've said I'm not serving coffee to people that are in that protest because it's making me feel uncomfortable and my co-workers.
So you discriminate against people because of their political beliefs?
No, it's just discriminatory against you.
Well, you are. Well, you are.
That was recorded with smart glasses. You mean situations like that where people are being, well, literally discriminatory and actually breaking the law? Because discrimination is not a reason to not serve somebody. You can't serve somebody because of their colour of their skin or the political beliefs. No, you can't do it. It's discriminating. Does not exist. You can not serve anybody if you've got a right to. You can deny anybody access to your business, this, that, and the other, it's private property, whatever, but you cannot discriminate. And that's exactly what they was doing in that video. There is no suggestion that Barrymore and other users of the smart glasses who film in shops are committing a criminal offence. No, exactly what I've just said. Although their actions are in breach of data protection laws. So laughable. BBC, you're fucked. I'm sure you've got some lawyers that work for you that should know the law. Then again, I've been and I've filmed lawyers' receptions before as an auditor, and they don't know the law. So it's not surprising here at all that GDPR is getting brought into this. Data protection is getting brought into this. Now, data protection is only for a company or a business. Now, if you're just uploading stuff to social media and earning money from it, doesn't really make it a company or a business unless you register it as such. So, therefore, data protection laws are not bound by content creators. It does not exist. There's no such thing at all, ever. I've been doing this for 6 years. 6 years. The amount of people that turn around, data protection. They've got nothing on me. They've got nothing on me because it doesn't exist for a content creator unless you turn it into a business. Unless you're doing a business, it does not exist. They've obviously gone for the usual. They could be filming somebody who has escaped an abusive relationship or violence in the past. They don't want anybody to know where they are.
Don't everyone use that though?
Everyone uses that. Do you know the amount of times I've had that used? The only time it actually bothered me was right at the beginning when someone told me that. And I turned around and I had a conversation with the person and I tripped them up. So that the video ended up getting re-uploaded. But it was a situation that they was just using that for a gimmick, and that was their scapegoat to not be on camera and not be publicised on YouTube. The funny thing about it is the people that don't want to be recognised and have escaped these abusive situations in the past.
You change your look, your hair.
You change your whole look for one, and two, you don't get a job that's public facing. You never know if that person that's abused them in the past is going to be travelling somewhere and randomly goes in the shop to purchase something. There you are serving them. No way, if you've escaped an abusive relationship, you would have a public-facing job. I don't think it'd ever exist. No. I think it'd take a good amount of years before you'd ever have the cojones to have a public-facing job. And by then, hopefully, you change your look so they'd never recognise you if you walk by them in the street. But anyways, I reckon this is a load of propaganda from BBC. I've got your banter right. It's data protection. Get out of here with data protection. Anyways, one more thing to finish this video off. He's one of your own. He's one of your own. Jimmy Savile is one of your own. Fuck you, BBC. Oh, and I've just read some more of the article as well, and some people might try and argue this with me. It says, unlike filming in public places, shops are private premises where permission to take photos or film should be sought from the owner. Unfortunately, you open to the public, you are now deemed as a public place. Again, BBC, you fucked it. Also goes on to say, sales assistant at work would generally be considered to have a reasonable expectation of privacy and for their consent for any use of film or photographs of them to be obtained before they are shared. Again, that is down to GDPR. That has got nothing to do with content creation whatsoever. And it goes on to say, but many social medias users who film interactions may not be aware of this law. I'm pretty sure most of them do know what GDPR is and do know that it does not apply to content creation. Again, unless you're a registered business. Like, for instance, Sidemen on YouTube to somebody like Charlie Beach. Very big difference there.